oblique asymptote. So we can find our oblique asymptote. So we have to divide by polynomials to do this. Okay. So let's not start with number 1. Let's start with number 4. And we'll go back. Okay. So I am going to set this up to look like this. X minus 3 divided by 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. Okay, so I have to figure out what times x gives me 2x squared. What times x gives me 2x squared, guys? 2x. I put it over the part that has the x. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. So I said, what times x gives me 2x squared? And that was 2x. Okay? Now remember, with long division, we now subtract. So I change all my signs, do it straight down. 2x times negative 3. All I'm doing is taking this and I'm distributing it. I'm multiplying it by both of these. That's all I'm doing. This gives me 11x. I'm going to bring down the negative 3. What times x gives me 11x? 11. So 11 times x is 11x. 11 times negative 3 is negative 33, right? I change my signs because I'm subtracting down. And I get a remainder of 30. But that remainder does not change that this is my oblique asymptote at 2x plus 11.
So the remainder
you just leave it. It's just a remainder. We're not going to worry about it. Yes, Michelle.
where did you get that plus 11 from?
So 5x plus 6x is 11, right?
Well, then we're subtracting it. Wouldn't be 5x minus 6x.
No, remember because we said 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x, and then we have to change our signs when we subtract.
Why did you change the signs?
Remember when we do any kind of division, right? If we do like 110 divided by 112,000, right? We times this by a number, and then we write it down here and we subtract, and then pull stuff down. You remember basic division? No? Okay.
Sort of kind of.
That's what it is. All right. Let's look at 6. Let's look at 6. First off, I'm going to set it up by saying x plus 5 divided by 3x squared minus 13x minus 10. Everybody okay with my setup? Okay. What times x gives me 3x squared? Okay, where am I going to put the 3x? I'm going to put it over the 13x, right? Because we want the x's, the x squareds, the numbers by themselves all lined up correctly. Yes?
Why do you try to find 3x squared?
Because I want to get rid of it. Okay. 3x times x is 3x squared. Now I have to do 3x times 5 is 15x. Remember, I have to change the signs to subtract. So far, so good? That's how we do division. That's how division works.
Last time we did add.
No, we sure didn't. We minused it.
It was a negative number. Yeah, we have negative.
Right? Because this was negative 6x, and then I changed the signs, and a negative makes a positive. Okay?
Yeah.
So this was a positive, and I changed it to a negative. Shh. So now I add straight down, and I get negative 28x, and I bring down my negative 10. X times what gives me 28? Negative 28. Negative 28. Negative 28 times x is negative 28x. Negative 28 times a positive 5 is negative 140. Remember, I change the signs and add together. I get a remainder of 130, but that doesn't matter because this right here is my oblique asymptote. Okay. All right. We're going to try number 1 because there's something we have to do slightly different. And then I'm going to have you try 1 on your own. Okay. We have 2x plus 3 divided by 4x squared. Does this first one have an x in it? Does this have an x just by itself?
Yeah.
Does this one have an x just by itself? 4x squared minus 9. So I'm going to put plus 0x minus 9. If it has an x squared but no x, you need a 0x there. Yes, Ethan?
Why do you flip this?
I'm not flipping anything.
Because in the problem it says it's 4x
Right.
minus
It's
9.
4x squared minus 9 over 2x plus 3. So I have to figure out how many times this one fits into this one. How many times this one fits into this one.
Well, I should change the 9 to 0.
I didn't. There's still a 9. I put in a place value because there's no x. 2x times what gives me 4x squared? 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times 3 is 6x. Now remember, I'm going to change it to subtraction. And I get negative 6x minus 9. 2x times what gives me negative 6x? Negative 3. Negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times a positive 3 is a negative 9. We change our signs and get 0. This is my oblique asymptote. I want you guys to try number 3 on your own. Let's set it up. X plus 3, 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. You're going to try that on your own. All right, are we ready? X times what gives me 2x squared? 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 3 is 6x. We have to change it to subtraction. We get negative 1x minus 3. X times what gives me negative 1x?
Negative 1.
So I get negative 1x minus 3. I change it and add it down. I get 0. This is my oblique asymptote. Yes. Because remember, with division, we have to subtract. Okay, if I'm going to take 12 divided by 100, let's say 144,000, please stop talking, 612, okay? So I'm going to say 12 goes into 14 one time. 1 times 12 is 12. We subtract and bring down a 2. And then I'm going to bring down the 4, the 6, the 1, and the 2. 12 goes into 24 2 times. 2 times 12 is 24 minus 612. 12 goes into 61 how many times? 5 times 12 is 60. Minus 12, right? 12 goes into 12 one times. 12 times 12 is 12. You subtract, and that gives you your answer. You have to subtract each time. It's what division is.
Forgot to put the 0 back.